Right, so a juice company is trying to maximize their profits, and they're using this formula of S equals negative 6.5 P squared plus 26P minus 7, where S is their sales in millions of dollars and P is the price of the juice bottle. And they're trying to figure out which is a better price to charge, $1.25 or $3.50. So what we can do is we can recognize that this is a price, and I have the ability to find out the total amount that was sold, or what they could make in sales. So we're going to do this 2 times for each of these prices. So I can look at the sale of negative 6.5 times the $1.25 squared plus 26 times $1.25 minus 7. Now just remember, when you do this, only the $1.25 is the part that's squared. So do the squaring first before you multiply. Then I can look and say, well, I have multiplication, so I'm going to do that, and I get the negative 10 and 1,563 ten-thousandths. And now I can add all 3 values together to get to 15 and 3,438 ten-thousandths. What does that mean? It means that at $1.25 per bottle, the sales are $15.3 million. Let's check the other value at 350. So if I'm at 350, I've got negative 6.5 times 350 squared plus 26 times 350 minus 7. When I do this, again, remember to square first. I got negative 6.5 times 12.25 plus 91 minus 7. And again, I got to do my multiplication here. So I get negative 79 and 625 thousandths plus the 91 minus 7. And when I combine all 3 terms, I end up at 4 and 375 thousandths. That means that at $3.50 a bottle, sales are only about 4.4 million. So you look and say, well, where is it more? Here we make 15 million. Here we're only making a little bit under 4.4 million. So we want to sell it for $1.25 because they'll make more money, even though each bottle is cheaper. Now the second question asks, what would the price need to be to generate $19 million in sales? So here, this time, we have the amount in sales, not the price. So we have that 19 equals negative 6.5 P squared plus 26P minus 7. So to solve for P, I need to put this in general form. So I'm going to subtract the 19 from both sides. That will give me negative 6.5 P squared plus 26P minus 26. Now, that looks challenging to try to do any type of factoring, so I'm going to use the quadratic formula to help me solve this. So remember, this is A, B, and C. So I have negative 26 plus or minus the square root of 26 squared minus 4 times A, negative 6.5, times C, negative 26, all over 2 times negative 6.5. So let's start simplifying inside. So we got negative 26 plus or minus the square root. Well, 26 squared is 676. -4 times -6.5 times -26 is also -676. Kind of a crazy thing to happen here. And then this becomes 2 times negative, which is -13. That means that my radical ends up being plus or minus the square root of 0 over -13, which means the radical goes away. I have -26 over -13, which is 2. That means the price should be $2 per bottle to get this $19 million in sales. And if you graphed this, what you would find is that this would show up at the vertex of the parabola. That's our peak, which means this is the most money you could make for the optimal price.